Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Falcons coming in at 12-0, going up against the Seahawks, who come in at 10-2.
All right. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Double tight. Ready. Four down. Alert. 12. Hey, South. Hey, you got tight right there. Rush in. On. Rush in. Ready. Switch gears.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Ready. Hey. Let's go. Four down.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep. Bunch formation.
Throwing again. Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Right. He's down right here. He's down on the right. Down on the right.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Back 25. Check 26. Check 26.
Again, Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's got this one down to the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step. That's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Again, Peterson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Strong right. Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So now it's 1st and goal.
Take left. On. Hey. Ready. Hey, you got 4 down. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Shit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
18, 36 power.
After the interception, here's Wilson. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down, here's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
12. 4 down. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Strong left. Ready. 4 down. Alert. 25 tonight.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
I got two.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ready. Hey, 59, ready. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
throw on first down with Ryan. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On first down, Ryan. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
Got it! Back 25!
Play action. Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by the ball comes out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. 36 pounds. Tempo. Hey, four down.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go. 94 is the mark.
Now Wilson on second down. Flush to his right. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Easy. Watch 16, watch 16. Run it. Switch.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the D-line's going to spread out. Third and long, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
They will run again with Coleman. And some room to work. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end, Hoover. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 7-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. now out of the gun. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
0-0. Hey. 4 down.
The give going left is Rawls. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Strong right. 96 power. 95. Hey, boys, we got
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey. We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Tight end right. 4 down.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it third down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Hey, check. 3 down.
The play fake to Lacey. Now this is Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we'll put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now Ryan on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Check 26. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Ready! Ready!
Even. 4 down. Even.
And the wideout in motion.
Let's go!
Hey. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Hey.
Play action. It's Ryan. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On third down, Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Move 15!
4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
Check! Move 80! Run it!
Check.
Gun!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Watch tight end.
Wait!
4 down. Alert.
Ready! Tuesday!
Check. Crunch.
Get up!
Now Ryan on second down.
Begin.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Hey.
Third and long. It's Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on third with a gain of 22. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end
Ready.
left.
New ready.
Hey, boys, we got four down.
On. 51. Sub.
Check, check,
Ready. New ready.
check.
11.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No,
Wait.
no.
Wait.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Right. 380.
Four down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Tight. 380.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Check 27. Eyes on 27.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tech McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Check 50, check 50. Check 4.
They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Right here. Right, easy. Check 51. Check 51.
On 2nd down, Lacey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch right. Watch right. Watch right. Watch right. Check. Move 15. 19. Check 37. Check 30. Move 15. Check 51.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Strip that ball.
To throw again. Wilson. This one complete to Lacey. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Elsewhere at Arrowhead there in the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Double tight, double tight. Hey. Four down.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And hang on here. It's the captain of their offense, Matt Ryan, shaken up and remaining on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Over! Here we go now. Green 39. Detroit!
First throw off the bench for the veteran Chubb. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Ryan. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
21.
Strong right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Gabriel, the man in motion.
Banjo.
12.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, He'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Hey, right. Let's go.
I got it.
Let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Run. Right 25.
Got 4 down.
They go play action now. Ryan. Forced fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Alert.
4 down.
They begin the drive with Lacey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Second down following the run.
Left coming. Come on, QB.
Here's Wilson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now Ryan, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Watch two.
Ready.
Single.
Hey, South. Check. Ready, set it.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. On the screen, this is Coleman. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ryan got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Gun guy.
Watch two.
21.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Looking deep for Julio. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Watch tight end.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Defense showing blitz.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
Ready, back 25. We go. Ready, set.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch
Right,
tight end.
check. Side. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Space.
Single.
Ready,
Slot.
54, south.
Rush in.
Ready, back 25. Right.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
Under 10.
Off the fake to Lacey, here's Wilson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a 1st down carry. It's Lacey. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Right. He's down right. He's down on the right. Down on the right. Hey. Four down. Alert.
Bring out. Big jumbo.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, we've got tight left. Watch tight end.
19.
Tight end. Hey. Four down.
Gun.
Watch out.
18.
They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch left. Stop right there.
Jump right.
Hey, four down.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second down and a little ways to go here. Second and 13.
Tight right. Right. 95.
Three down.
Bang out.
Now Wilson operating from the gun. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And the Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be third and 13. Now it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So Ryan out, getting looked at on the sidelines. And they'll turn to a guy with plenty of experience in this league, and that's Matt Schaub. Here's Schaub. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Schaub. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Tight end's left. Tight end's left.
Ready,
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing again, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons cut into that lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
Tight end right. Tight end right. We got 3.
On first down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cliff Averill in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
You can't stop me. We got tight left.
Ready,
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
All day. Woo!
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Got two.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
3.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
twist. Ready, twist 25.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Gun.
Hey, I got him.
Ready.
Here's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. The Chiefs have added on. They're pulling away in that one. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Lacey gets the handoff from Wilson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Lacey. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On third down, here's Lacey. Eddie Lacy, see you later. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Eddie Lacy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Fight, Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 23 yards on the play. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. 23 yards on the play.
Check 99. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Get up.
Now Ryan on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cannon. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. In the red zone this time.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
20.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
21.
Check.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. tight end Hooper. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
One last shot for Ryan. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
3 down. Let's go. Hey, gun. Switch.
Gabriel, the man in motion.
Check. Crunch. Gun. He good.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Got it. Back 25. 21.
Alert.
51. Sub.
Kill.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's got it up and through. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything